puts up a prayer that's good. Unbelievable. Rolling right-hander as he falls out of bounds. 38 points for the franchise. Now, steal by Bibby. Gonna bring it up court. Goes for the layup. It's good. Bibby. Felipe brings it out. Puts up the jump. And good! Two-pointer with one of the shot clock
Remember, the first priority is contain the basketball. Okay? Penetration and kickouts for threes is big. Okay, we've got to do a good job in that area. We have to go out. We have to be more focused than them. We have to compete harder than them. We have to be the most aggressive team on the floor right from the beginning of the basketball game. Let's come out of here with another win and then go get another one tomorrow in LA. 7 moment of silence. Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, power!
This season was probably the biggest challenge I've ever faced as a coach. I never really got to put the team on the floor that I had envisioned in my mind all summer long. But these guys never gave up. In spite of all the adversity, all the close games that slipped away in the closing minutes, they played as hard as any team I've ever coached. I'm proud of these guys. We all are.
This year was a nightmare for Brian. He lost 3 starters, and 3 of his top 8 players were rookies. And losing so many close games in the last few minutes can destroy a young team's spirit. But Brian kept this team together, and they fought right to the end.
Sharif worked extremely hard all summer long on his perimeter shooting and his defense and came to camp in superb shape. He made himself more than a great scorer. That's why he had his best year ever. He's our go-to guy and everyone knows it, so he faced double teams, even triple teams all over the floor, but his game still flourished. Sharif is still very young. He'd be a senior in college this year, but he's evolved into our leader and he sets a tremendous example with his passion to work hard and improve his game. And I know he'll work just as hard this summer and be an even better player next year. It took Country half the season to get where he should have been on opening night. And when we finally got 2 or 3 games of what we'd expected him to do all year, he went down with his knee injury. He knows now how much we all count on him, and he paid a huge emotional price for his mistake, and hopefully he's learned from it. We hoped to break Mike Bibby in slowly, but when Lee Mayberry went down, he was thrust into the starting position. But he's as pure a point guard as I've seen with a very high basketball IQ. Tell him once and he rarely makes the same mistake again. He has tremendous composure. Whatever happens in a game, he's always steady, and he's only 20 years old. Mike will be one of the league's better point guards over time. Right now, he reminds me a lot of John Stockton. No flash, just beautiful classic basketball. And he's a gym rat, so he'll just get better and better. When he says he'll shoot 1,000 threes a day this summer to improve, I have no doubt he will. Felipe, too, stepped into a golden opportunity. He went from our third shooting guard to a starter. I really like his high energy at both ends of the floor, his athleticism and quickness. He's very good in transition and can attack the basket off the dribble. He's got to balance that this summer with improving his perimeter shooting and then learn to focus all that energy to play with more efficiency. We need heart and energy like his to get where we want to go. Tony Massenberg was another guy thrust into a starting position, and he did a hell of a job for us. Every night he faced stronger and much bigger guys at center, and he paid a huge price physically for it. He played hurt most of the year, even when he could hardly catch the ball with that cast. But he used what he had, a huge heart and his quickness, to compete with the NBA's best centers. Tony is a true warrior and an inspiration to all of us. And Doug West brought something we needed, a veteran leader who knows how to win. He was a great asset to our young players and it hurt us a lot when he went down. And Michael Smith, well, his play speaks for itself. Another undersized guy with an oversized heart. He always brings energy and hard work to the floor. He's a tenacious rebounder who does all the little things, chasing down every loose ball and long rebound and playing intense defense. Another great warrior.
This team has more skill, more desire, and more heart than any team we've had. The last half of the season, we were out of the playoffs. And even with all the heartbreaking losses, these guys stuck together and played their hearts out.
Building a winner takes time, and you can't cheat the process. Injuries left us with a team of young guys who were new to the NBA and new to each other. With such a young team, you need time to practice and teach. Hundreds of repetitions so that things become automatic. But we played 50 games in 88 days, and with the travel demands, we rarely got that chance. And it showed.
We've learned how to compete. Now we've got to learn how to win in the last 2 minutes. We've got great young players, but we know we need to get more mature players to surround them. And we'll look for that in the off-season.
For all the injuries, a lot of good things happened. Mike Bibby and Felipe Lopez played big minutes, and they'll be a lot further along next year because of it. We've learned how close we are to winning and what it's going to take to make the next step. And we're lucky because our young guys aren't just good players, they're good people. Hard workers, good attitudes, and a hunger to do what it takes to win. A year with so much frustration is tough on players, especially the young ones. But you lifted us night after night, from beginning to end, pushing us to perform at a higher level. You were the reason we played so well at home, why we had so many great games here. I can't express how much that meant to all of us, and it only makes our guys hungrier to work hard all summer.
When our players look up and see all those fans, they can't believe it. They all feel bad because they want to win so much for you. But they know when they do, you'll blow the roof off of GM Place. And we can't wait.
To a man, we can't wait for next year. Everybody healthy, a full training camp to teach and work together. And with our amazing fans behind us, we're going to turn that corner and become the team we all want us to be. And I can only imagine what our arena will sound like then.
It's gone!